Welcome back to another Whiskey Wednesday with them Dennis boys. This is your boy B.
Debo.
Joe.
Got EJ here. We want to start off the week kind of right in terms of our last game. We had a little laundry list of things we want to discuss, some of which we discussed last week. You find some of the similarities with things mentioned in terms of what actually happened. So maybe we know a little bit about what we're talking about. Let's start out with that slow start we had on offense. I remember Debo brought it up last week as hoping that this is one of the things that would not happen this week. Well, unfortunately, we fell into that bag again. We just that's something we definitely got to eliminate. Debo, that was your thing, so I'm gonna let you elaborate on that a little bit more.
Yeah, that was one of my biggest concerns, in games like that because, you kind of fall into those things like trap games. When you start out slow, you kind of give teams confidence. We can't do that. Luckily, we had 3 home games coming up, so we can try to correct that in these next 3 games to get a momentum going, momentum flowing, knowing how to start a game, knowing how to finish a game. So I feel like these are 3 perfect opportunities for us to do that.
Go ahead, Joe.
So, I agree with Debo. The slow start was kind of down. So, but I did see something that I didn't know because I hadn't seen Carolina play a whole lot. But their defense is better than I thought it was. A couple players that actually played good. They still got Brian Burns and stuff like that. So they have a few players that can actually play.
Yeah, just got back. That was the first
Yeah,
game back.
yeah. So their offense holds them back, but it does not still affect us and how we play slow. Still coming out the gate. I don't think we took it for granted, and I was never worried, but it still was shocking for how slow we did start. I don't know if it's coming off that win last week or looking ahead to Thanksgiving or something like that, but that's something that does need to be corrected.
True. Yeah, I feel you on that. It was a road game. And I'm willing to give, any team on the road a mulligan, on the first drive. It's what you do after that, if you make the adjustments and then get going, and which we pretty much did. And we kept it going. Once we got it going, we kept it going. We mixed in the run pretty decently. We only had like 104 yards or something like that. But Dak didn't turn the ball over. So that's a good thing. But as far as a slow start, I think it was just that first drive trying to get things going. But on the road overall, we ended up with a good outcome for the most part.
So that's what I was about to say too. That first drive, those play calls were terrible. Those first 3 calls were horrible, and that just set the tone for them to start slow. Because I was like,
it looked like the old plays when we were struggling.
Exactly. It was all
the run pass.
Exactly, that's exactly what it was. So, and it was all lateral instead of up the field also. So
Right.
that contributed to them starting off slow because there's no way we should have went 3 and out first drive.
No.
The biggest thing too, on that drive, that first drive where they threw it to Turpin on the dump down, that should have just been the drawn up play on the first. He gonna get 2 yards if you give it to him quickly.
Minimum.
Stuff like that.
Minimum. He made like 3 4 catches. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
right.
I think with Turpin, this is kind of like a learn as you go type thing in terms of what to actually do with his talent and his speed. Getting back to what you said, Joe, about you weren't really concerned. I'm just like the opposite of that. When I watch a game, I'm like ready, like let's go. And when I see little telltale signs like the slow start, I'm always concerned because, and that's just being a creature of habit because from past times, I mean, we built like that, we worry first and then like, oh yeah, and I'm always a little bit concerned. I really wish we could just come out with some good scripted plays and just get something to get some momentum started. If we get that momentum started, ain't no doubt in my mind that we'll be able to put it from there. But we just got to get away from those slow starts, man.
Yeah.
And you can't do that against the good teams anyway.
Nah.
Right.
That was just Carolina. So
for.
let's be real. The other thing, I looked at is the defense started slow. Um, excuse me,
Yeah,
y'all.
it seemed like they probably started out like they were trying to fill the game out too, or something. It was like a little step slow. There wasn't no penetration.
Excuse me one
They were doing the penetrating. They were penetrating us. Pause. But they
I
was,
think I think I think more it was more on Dan Quinn. I think he was being a little passive,
yeah,
trying to feel them out. I mean, because those games you do got to worry about, and you feel like you don't want to fall into that same category that we did when we played the Cardinals. So
true.
I feel like he was just trying to feel them out, make sure they wasn't gonna do nothing out the ordinary, and then he adjusted accordingly. So it's
Yeah,
like, okay, let's see what they do first, and then let's go. You know what I mean?
Now on that too, I'm gonna tell you on a few plays where they kind of gashed us on a few runs. I'm gonna tell you what I saw. They showed from like the copy from the defensive side. I seen some of the defensive linemen not standing up, but they were turning sideways. And I don't know if they were getting turned sideways or they was trying to make a play or playing out a gap, but it opened up a gap. And even I seen Micah run to one side one time, and the running back completely came on the opposite side of him. So he hesitated and tried to almost guess. And then when he went, it was too late because the running back was already out on the side.
yeah. Sometimes it be like that when they slant left and they play just happen to go
So,
to the
yeah,
opposite way. Sometimes it be like that.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
perfect storm.
But
So
what? One thing that concerns me from the top, and this is not just this game. This has been us for whatever. We have a hard time picking that running back up coming out the backfield. We're not with our linebackers not reading properly. We always they're always up on us before we know what's hit us. We're not really read and react, that type of deal. We don't do that well, and that's something you get against the better teams. That can cost you. Get good running backs, get a McCaffrey running over you, or situation like that. You got to be able to see that coming out the backfield before we know it. They 3-4 yards down the field and looking for that next holder to head on down the field. We haven't traditionally done that. And I'm not just talking about this past game. I'm talking about as a whole. We haven't traditionally been able to find that runner coming out the backfield fast enough.
yeah,
Which
And on
which
that, so on that to me also, we don't like. I think Mozzie and uh, what's the Hankins was supposed to be that gap scheme so they could take the double teams and allow the linebacker to be able to flow freely. And I don't see that as of yet. I don't even know if I've seen them play together a few downs. Maybe I have just missed it, but they were supposed to be that. Especially Mozzie's supposed to be that right over the center to
well,
take.
Mozzie get more snaps now. He got a sack this past Sunday, right?
Yeah, I think it got close if he did.
Yeah. So I mean, but to me, it's like the boys they holding it up. The linebackers not plugging and filling.
Right.
nah,
Especially
it's
Vander
a
Esch early
linebacker
on.
who's not
Real
plugging.
Timmy, me and Debo was talking about that,
Nah,
right?
it's a linebacker that's not plugging. It's one, yeah, it's
A,
one linebacker that's not plugging.
Which one?
Damone Clark. He's not doing nothing. I think he's scared of that neck injury. He's
bro, I'm
not
about to
trying
say
to. He's not trying to aggravate that neck.
I ain't know he was out there. I thought he was hurt.
He's out there every play. He's
Yeah,
out there
he's
every
not
play.
there. Yeah,
He's
he's
out there every play, but he's not doing nothing.
Yeah.
I
He's
mean,
not doing
yeah,
anything.
one play that he popped. I remember one play.
One
He got
play,
a name
one
called.
out of how many
You
games
know.
we done played? He's not popping. So we
But
need
I
we
mean, but overall, our linebackers, besides Micah, I mean, our linebackers not really popping per se. We don't have linebackers a lot. That's part of my problem with it.
I'm gonna be
but
honest
when
with
we
you. Our best linebacker probably is Bale.
it is Bell. Is it for sure? It is. I was just about to say
Yeah,
that. I
Good
was about to
point,
say we
Joe.
got a linebacker.
he popped, man. He pops off the screen.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
Right.
good
That
point,
14
Joe.
fine, bro. 14 be out there.
yeah.
Yeah, so that goes back to what I was saying about Damone Clark. I feel like it's not the fact because I mean I seen him play in college. He had a good career. It's the fact that I think he's scared of that neck injury, and then you have somebody who got like Van Der
Or did
Esch,
he play with a whole bunch of other studs?
No, he was nice.
could be too. But
Hey, they were loaded. They were
could be
I
too.
loaded.
mean,
I think
I mean,
we got
Right.
the
But
run of the look. We got the run of the look.
hey, my
but
overall
but however
concern,
too,
right
you
there.
gotta look at it like this. You got Van Der Esch who got a neck injury, who got neck problems. So I'm saying, so if you see that, man, you trying to stretch it out. You trying to make that money you can make. You know what You know what I mean? Before somebody point out the fact that you're a liability out there. You know what I'm saying?
The only thing I'm gonna
It's
say about
obvious
him,
now. It's obvious
That's
now.
all
You
I'm
gotta
saying.
be.
the only thing I'm gonna say about Clark is he played better when Vander Esch was there because now he's in the middle and when Vander Esch was in the middle, he was on the outside or whatever. So he actually was playing better. And when he had to take over that defensive in the middle, yeah, he's had no impact as far as game wise. So
I mean,
that's why
people.
they playing Bale a whole lot more than they probably would have maybe wanted to if Van Ness doesn't get hurt. That's what.
Right.
He ain't hurting though. Like
Yeah, he not. Nah, he
he's
not.
he's playing. He's good.
No,
Like I haven't seen him miss a play yet.
Yeah,
Or a tackle. You know what I'm saying?
but that goes back to the injury that got Bland in the game to Diggs or whatever. So we probably don't even know Bale plays this much if Van Der Esch doesn't get hurt because they may spot duty him, third down situation, nickel, and things. And then they cover tight ends or whatever. So, but now he can actually
team primarily.
you know what I'm saying? He's getting more tick now, and it's paying off. Paying off.
Yeah. My only point for bringing that up, and then we're gonna move on to the next topic, is that that wasn't a good look to see them running over us like that. I mean, they were gashing us for some good little yardage there, and people watch film. What the game before that becomes the game of when people start watching your film. So I was a little bit more than concerned by that. I wasn't concerned to the point where I thought we were going to lose the game. We wasn't at some point going to be able to stop that, but it's a concern. At this stage of the game, at this stage of the year, I would not expect us to be that team. Go ahead, Brandon. I know you want to say something.
But we know what the adjustment is. It's like I don't understand. Like we don't trust our cornerbacks or something. Like we got premium good tackling safeties. We brought them in the box. Once we did that, the run stopped for the most part.
Right.
Like every time we do that, like it stopped. Like no team has killed us over the top. Like it's not many teams that has a threat on their team that can kill us deep. So when we play aggressively, we get great results. Like all the time. Like I can't remember a time that maybe like once or twice somebody got a first down, but then we got burnt when we actually blitz or we're actually showing blitz. You know what I'm saying? Like we show a lot of soft coverage sometimes, which I hate because we ain't got no zone corners at all. And we got aggressive tackling safeties. I mean, we got ball too, but they all can tackle. All our safeties, they all hybrid for the most part, except for maybe Malik. Malik might not be, but everybody else hybrid for sure. You know what I'm saying?
I think too. Now I was gonna say too. I think they should put. I don't know if y'all seen a couple times where we put Curse on the outside, guarding somebody on the outside. I feel like when they do that, I feel like we need to switch it up ourselves and actually put someone we know that can guard on the outside. I'm not saying he's a bad cover, but
I mean, he's
on
not
the
going.
outside, leaving him on the island, he's not really great.
He guarding the tight end for the most part. You know, he's not guarding no slot receiver.
Yeah, but it's some tight ends in the league that can cook up now. You give him enough space. But what I'm trying to say
not
is,
many can cook him though. That's a very short list that can cook Jerron Curse, bro.
No. I'm not saying that he can't. But what I'm saying is, I feel like we should have adjusted. I'd have put somebody else on the outside who can move a little better outside of the numbers. That's what I'm saying.
But then on that though, Devo, who else outside of those 5 to 6 do we trust? Because I mean, I don't know anybody below Lewis as far as getting any run that's worth putting out there.
That's significant, right?
Yeah. I mean, when you put that lab part on it, that eliminated my one name I had.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not saying trust.
That's significant, right? Yeah, I see.
I ain't saying trust, but I'm saying games like that, I would like to see something a little different, like a Wanye Thomas or Marquise Bell, just to see what they're gonna do. So I'm saying these cats can move too.
I had forgot about Thomas. I did forget about him. Yeah.
And Tommy played good. He played good when he out there.
Yeah,
Right,
I
correct.
did forget about him.
And he's a ball hawk.
I forgot
I
about
mean,
Thomas too.
so
He's a ball.
so when I
Well, we get him
when I
and Overshown, another camp. Oh man.
right, that's what I'm saying. So when I saw that on him being on the outside of the numbers, I was like, I feel like as a defender, we could have did something a little different. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have put Curse out there like that.
But yeah, y'all statements just now just speak to our depth. I mean, we
Oh, we got depth for sure.
depth.
Shout
Definitely.
out to Will McClay.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Give my boy some love. Hey, I try to
Yeah,
shout
nah.
him anytime I can, boy.
Yeah,
So,
I'm trying to
moving on to the next topic, gentlemen.
Sir, go ahead.
Mr. Thielen kind of looked really good, you know. I mean, one time he was making all the plays. I'm like, can somebody stop that man? Or can somebody at least find him? Somebody hit him, anything. I mean, he really dominated there for a good little period right there. It's like, do they have anybody else to throw the ball to? You know, what do y'all think about that little period he dominated there? I mean, not telling you right, the man is a hell of, he's good. He's good at his job. He's one of the best in the league. But still, do something, anything.
I mean, I feel like again, that goes to scheme too. Certain things he gonna do. He gonna kill you inside the numbers for sure. Yeah, I mean, and them passes outside of the numbers, you just got to scheme it a little different. So you got to know where he's lined up at. So who I'm lining them up on, I wouldn't have had Stephon Gilmore on him at all. Period. You know what I'm saying? Because he's older. He's older. The old Stephon, yeah. Inside the numbers,
that's not a receiver Stephon struggle with.
I'm just saying, but I feel like that wasn't it for us in terms of scheme.
Brandon, you want to expound on that? What you just said?
Yeah, Stephon. He only struggles with like the super elite fast guys. Like he might struggle with like a Jamar Chase, Tyreek. He might struggle with for sure.
So is that an age thing?
Yeah, he's lost a step. Yeah, for sure. I've seen things in the film that shows he's not as confident as he once was. He's not the defensive player of the year, Gilmore that he is, but he knows so much in the game. He knows so many shortcuts, and he's always in the right place at the right time.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Yeah, his knowledge and experience.
Man,
he's able to make up for it in a lot of cases. But you know,
I mean, you just hear him talk.
I mean, yeah,
hear him talk. You see how sharp he is. He's very, very sharp. So he knows the game very well. So he could play probably another 3-4 years.
Hey, and the game knows him, and the game knows him because they don't try him too often.
Yeah,
he
don't stick his nose in there like that. He plays very smart. He playing like a Deion type game now. He play like a Deion Sanders type game.
Right.
Yeah, you can see it too. He don't challenge as much as he used to in face to face, man to man like he used to. He plays a little bit more off coverage, not as far off, but maybe 2-3 yards. Not too much challenge. He played the defensive peripheral like that.
He plays with his eyes now.
Yeah.
Right.
But
good veterans do.
The Thielen thing, they ran him on. I mean, because they wasn't giving Bryce a whole lot of time, so they put him inside, running on rub routes, kicks, and stuff like that. They even had Jordan Lewis on him to come around a whole 2 people or underneath and stuff like that. So that was giving Bryce a lane coming across the middle. So I saw it and I said the same thing as you. I'm like, damn it, double him or do something because he's throwing not to nobody else. He ain't looking for Mingo. He ain't looking for.
But bro, Joe, let me say this, bro. I wanted to say this about my little spill, but Thielen doing this every week, bro.
Oh no, I get it because look,
every week.
Okay, Bryce ain't looking for nobody but him.
That's the one he can trust. He don't want to catch the ball. He ain't gonna drop the ball.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not mad at that or whatever it's for. Like, but I was like EJ, like, damn, now we know who we going to. Racking him or do something.
But he wasn't hurting us though. Even still, he really wasn't hurting us.
He was moving the chains though.
Hey, he had me concerned.
Me too.
He had me
Me too.
concerned.
Me too.
Remember now, hey, we went to the third quarter, 17, 10 lead.
10.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's not a whole lot to be,
Hey,
not to be
but
on that ball.
Thielen is healthy finally, man. But that's the only thing they got. Like apparently, I don't think DJ Shark. I don't know.
I
DJ
think
Shark
he's still
nice to
hurt.
me.
I think he's still hurt or whatever.
He
So,
must be, but
but
he nice to me.
but
ain't really.
Mingo's supposed to be that dude too. But they don't even look his way.
You know what? But the fix probably in for them, bro. You know, for real, at the end of the day, them boys, they're trying to position for probably draft picks now. They know they eliminate now. You know, but I guess that South kind of ugly. But
Yeah.
But anyway, but moving on to the next subject here, we heard little inklings, little rumblings about McCarthy wanting to expand the role for Rico Dowdle in this past game. And to be honest with you, I expected a little bit more in terms of early on to seeing that. And we actually waited till garbage time and it actually worked well in garbage time. I don't know if it worked because it's garbage time, but I really wanted to see more of that early to really get a good barometer when you got a fresh defensive opponent on the field to really get a really good barometer for how that's going to work. I have no doubt in my mind that it's going to work based on how the logistics and how things are set up. I mean, it just makes sense. But I really wanted to see more of that earlier, and we did not do that.
So I'm just what I think for this past game. I really want to see it too because we brought that up last week, and I was hoping that it would factor into him getting more touches. The only caveat I'm gonna say to that is Pollard probably had his better game out the year, and he was getting some nice runs out actually to the outside this time where they should have been running him more often than anyway.
Right.
And I think they didn't want to disrupt that because he was in a flow and he was getting outside and getting positive and more yards. And even Terrence Steele on that one block where he blocked two people by itself, and Biotis came around and cleaned it up. So those are the runs that we used to probably get last year, but he's finally got this year. And then it opened up the one that began to go up the middle when he scored. So I'm not mad at it. I wish we had still did more of it, but I do like the fact that they gave Pollard a chance to get more in a rhythm and not like since game one. I think that's his first touchdown since game one.
But did y'all notice though? Did you see the plays they was calling for him?
Oh, did you see him pulling?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it was different. So it's like, okay, now those plays that it was drawn up for Rico, they actually drew up for Pollard also.
Exactly.
So it's not. You see the results of it. So I was saying
that's a good point, Debo.
Right.
That's a good point, Debo. Yeah, big time.
That's exactly what we talked about last week about nobody's pulling or whatever. This time we even had the center, you had the guard, you had the tackle, all of them pulling the east side or whatever, and they was getting Pollard to the outside ceiling so he could make his runs like he normally made, and it worked. So
line movement. We had some line movement sightings. Yes. I love it.
And this is going towards my theory. I think McCarthy is slowly rolling the offense open. Yep, he's taking that thing up slowly but sure, which is preserving the health of the offense and the linemen for sure. Because like I said, they ain't really been pulling like that. Right. And I think everybody on board with it, and it's working. We're getting by with it. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Lucky for us, the quality of the opponent is assisting with that. We're able to do a little bit more experimenting and checking out these things work. But when we get into this steak and out of the potatoes, we'll be ready to roll. But I think the quality of the opponent is helping us to do that. And I like how they're using it, as a barometer to move forward. I love it. I love just the difference in how we look offensively, period.
Yeah. So that's exactly what I was about to say. Like, I like the fact that they're bringing something new to the table that we haven't seen every week now. And it's different formation. Even they brought the Wildcat out. I didn't like it, but they still brought it out. But it gives something else to look at and think about when we look for it. And also, then on top of that, they're getting a chance to Exactly. Did this work? This is it. Okay. We'll leave that alone, throw that out. We won't try that no more. And it's just a mountain of momentum that they're building within the offense and continuity of we can do this, we can try this, we've got this in the bag, we got this.
Right.
It looks nothing like Kellen Moore because then we knew at some point Kellen was gonna do one dumb play. And we also could look at it had got to the point where I could look at formations. I was like, oh, I know what this play is. And I don't have no play. So you knew what was coming just by you looking at the lineup. So.
Even when we played them. Hey, so the more things change, the more they stay the same.
The more they stay the same. Yep.
Thanks.
But one thing is we're able to do a lot more now because of what you just mentioned. And also the defense has got more to look out for because now they got to look out for number 4 could possibly running that ball. So he's got to be accounted for. He's got to be accounted for in the scheme of things. And I love it. I love it.
Hey EJ, I'm about to probably piss 2 people off, but
there you go. I know you're going. Go ahead. I'm waiting for it. Bring it on. Hey, let me get a drink first. Go ahead. Bring it.
Hey, they actually starting to get your boy involved a little bit more every week.
Thank you.
They starting to get him involved a little bit more.
Thank you.
Say what?
Hey, Debo and Butter, who we talking about? Hello. We need to let the people know because they don't know.
They threw him a little 5 targets. How many think he caught of those?
I know he caught at least 3. I think.
Yeah, he's 3, right?
He's right. How many yards you think he had?
One of them was overthrown though.
30.
Hey, he danced with the one that brung him. But can I hear that name, please?
That's off the top of the dome.
For our audience. Can I hear the name?
That's off the top of the dome. That's how much it sticks out.
Michael Jamal Gallup.
Hey, I never knew his middle name. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I didn't either. I didn't know his middle name either.
Hey, what did I say last week? I said, as the season go along, you're gonna see number 13 become more involved in the offense. Hey, I'm not a prophet or anything, but
if you call 30 yards profit, then by all means, you have it.
Hey, that's 30 more than he had in some games.
Hey, Devo, look.
Right about that, most.
Yeah, that is true. CD only had 6 for 38, so.
Hello.
I mean,
they ain't need him. They need him.
Right. I was just about to say that. I say that's a good thing.
Yeah,
we ain't need
him. When you need him, though. When you need him.
But it's also a good thing to get your other weapons some looks and in preparation for down the road because you never know.
Yeah.
Hey, your boy Jalen Tolbert might have had just as many targets, didn't he?
Man.
I got it right here. He had 5 too.
Right, that's all I'm trying to tell you.
So
you ain't saying nothing.
I thought he had more time.
He did drop a bad one though. He dropped a bad one.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he did. He's allowed that. He ain't getting paid that money.
Right. Ain't no first round pick.
Hey, he is allowed. The tight end performance was pretty good. What think about the tight end performance?
Made up. Facts. 2 catches for 23 yards and a touchdown. That's solid.
The tight end performance gave us that. That tight end performance gave us that old look. That old look that we're used to.
There you go, Devin. There you go. I'm about to say, you're right, Devin. Right.
What's our other tight end name? Not Schoolmaker, not Ferguson. I cannot recall his name right now.
Talking about Hendershot.
So I don't know if he's out for the season or whatever, but that trio is gonna pay dividends. I know Ferguson is, but that trio is gonna pay dividends.
McKinnon not bad either.
Who is? Oh yeah, Sean McKinnon. Yeah,
great
yeah. So I think he's more of a blocking tight end, but
he's a blocking tight end. Yeah,
but that's gonna be play dividends down the line. I'm willing to bet on it because not only are they going like that seam pass Schoolmaker caught, that was a boom. It was an option. I mean, not an option, but it was that looked off and then came back to him and he ran the correct route or whatever. got the field. Dak made a good throw, but they're starting to pay real dividends at that tight end position, which is going to be good.
I think
Props
Schoonamaker.
to Dak.
Facts. Yeah, I gotta give
Props to Dak. He's
Yeah,
going
I
through that
think
thing on his back.
Schoonamaker looks the part, man. He looks the part. He just gotta get some confidence. He's just not confident out there, but hopefully this momentum from this game will give him that confidence.
Right.
But him and Ferguson, I think he might be a year away from what Ferguson is now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ferguson looked like this last year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's kind of identical.
Correct.
Yeah. So
It is very identical.
if we can get another Ferguson next year,
Yeah.
Hey, but gentlemen, all we talked about in the last 10 minutes was how expanded our offense has become. You know,
That's true.
we talked about what 4, 5 different receivers and tight ends. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
Depth, man.
It's a beautiful thing. But anyhow, I want to move
Shout out to Wilbur Clay.
next week. You love that Wilbur Clay, huh? We put him in the fraternity.
I sure do.
Hey, honorary.
Peace.
Put him in the ring of honor now.
Why not?
Moving on to the next topic. Our defense turned up big at the end, and I mean they did some really great things. I mean they were to the point. I'll tell you how good they were. To the point that I started to feel sorry for Bryce Young. Because I mean they were eating him alive. They were the offense. I was like, I mean,
take it out.
Yeah, please take him out. No, who's that backup? Let me see him. Man, I mean, they look like, boy, it looked like a bunch of ants on some sweet cookies. They were just on there, man.
Everybody was getting a little bit.
So the back of Andy Dalton, like, hell no, I don't go out there. I don't play that game.
They look over at Andy Dalton. That Dalton.
I forgot my helmet in the locker room, coach.
My bad. That week.
I left my cup home. I got no cup.
That week, I got
you. I'll be ready next week, though.
Exactly.
Right.
But you saying that, EJ, I mean, you're right, though, because, I mean, the fact that they were able to turn it on like that is big because, like I said, they was playing okay, but they were still, like I said, kind of getting gashed on some of the runs, giving up those passes to Thielen and stuff like that or whatever. So they was giving them a little momentum and, driving down the field, taking up time and stuff like that. But the thing about it is that they were able to say
they made it a little entertaining.
But you know what? You know what it is? We never really struggled. We haven't struggled this for years. We haven't struggled with when we know somebody's passing the ball. Oh, you in trouble.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just when teams push it up on us is where we struggle.
Yeah.
So it's like we don't know what to do.
Yeah. Now you're right about that. So true.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah.
And our boy returned to form, Mr. Number 11.
He heard you last week.
Hey, he heard me last week. He returned to form, boy. Hey, with a vengeance.
I mean really.
Tank got one. Tank got him a sack early.
Yeah. Right. He still missed the almost though.
But hey, you know what? But back to Micah though. The fact that them boys who like let me and Sam let us free, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sam got a sack too. And then Micah and they got about 4 of them. We got 2.5. We credit for 2.5. But
I'm gonna tell you,
both of them were dominant, the whole game.
But everybody ate. Everybody, got to eat, and that's good. That's good for the psyche. That's good for the defense, because then you be motivated. If you're not making plays, if nothing's happening for you, you're not a little less motivated. But everybody got to eat a little bit. Everybody got a snack.
I'm gonna tell you something about Sam Williams. One of my partners, he passed earlier this year, but he was an Ole Miss fan. And when the day they drafted him, me and him were together. He said, "Listen here, man, y'all got the second best end out the draft behind Will Anderson."
Yeah.
Sam Williams had 10 or 11 sacks last year, or a year before that as a rookie at Ole Miss. So he was not a bad player. He said, but he dumb as hell now. You're gonna have some headaches with it. And he told me this draft night. it's lived up to fruition or whatever. But he
You,
said you got a good player.
bro, you look at him, bro. He look like
He
Micah.
look
He
good,
shaped
man.
like Micah. He move like
Yeah,
Micah.
yeah,
But
yeah,
you
He
look
he
at it, you be
look
like,
like it, bro.
something a little off. Hey, something a little off. He missing a little something.
Right.
yeah,
Something a
He a
little
little
off with
something.
him,
But
bro.
it's crazy though. You put the boy side to side,
Nah,
but you turn the audio on. You like, oh,
okay.
oh.
You
I
you are from Ole Miss. Okay, I get it. I get it. I get it.
it's crazy.
He for me. Yeah,
The
like
thing, the
dang.
thing is crazy though with him. The thing is crazy. Like if you just pay attention to like all his situations happening off the field, he like, bro, yeah, something a little off with you for real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like
something ain't
he
right.
just
He missing something.
dumb situations, bro. I'm like, why you in that situation? Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, something
How did you get
off
there?
with
laugh a little Randy Gregory. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
you.
I said the same.
Greg Hart, I don't
Shoot, yeah.
But anyhow,
know. Time will tell. I
so
hope it don't. But
moving on to the
Right.
next topic, gentlemen. Moving on to the next topic.
uh,
Our O line, and I heard this stat the other day. O line had 270 plus rushing yards and 0 sacks allowed the last 2 weeks. That's to be applauded. That's to be applauded.
Oh, it is. I, and honestly,
I like that. I like that. I like
it went back further than that. I thought it actually had
Yeah.
went back. I can't remember the last time like I seen that get out of the pocket. He saved a couple sacks, whatever, using his leg, but just straight out in and under pressure. I can't tell you the last time I've seen it that I can remember. So that's kudos to them. Terry still starting to look a
Yeah.
little bit.
But you know the good
Go ahead.
yeah. It seems like the Dak and the line are sinking pretty good now. You know,
Right.
seems like they're getting a rhythm now, and that's
Mhm.
that's a great
Nah,
thing.
I,
Yeah,
now I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm
Um,
gonna tell you what it is.
what it is, Debo.
What it
Oh,
is
what it
Dak
is,
finally
what it is, my
realized.
man.
Dak finally realized he needs to move up out that pocket at some point. He can't just sit back there like this is rookie year. This ain't
that's
the same
true.
line.
That's
You
true.
know what I'm saying? That's what's different.
Yeah.
Dak was different.
Yeah. He is moving his feet more, giving them more angles to create
Right.
more
He's
blocks,
moving.
to get their blocks together.
Bro,
So,
we're
yeah.
100 times better when he is mobile, bro.
Yeah.
100 times better. Right.
You ain't got it. You don't have to
Hey,
scramble to
yeah.
run it, bro. You scramble to extend the play. You are
Yep.
at your best when you do that. That is the pit of you.
And I'm gonna tell you something else he hasn't done. It's been a minute, and I hate when I promise you, I hate with a passion when he does this. When he spins out to the damn left or to the right, I hate that because he does it all the time. But he hasn't done it in the last few weeks.
And he got it from Romo.
Yep, he sure did. He sure did. Yep.
I knew you were gonna say that, Brandon. I knew you were gonna say that.
He's really successful when he
It's
does
a
it,
Romo
though.
move. It is a Romo
He's
move.
It's a
successful when he
Romo
does
It
it,
is a
though.
Romo
It
move.
is. It is. I just hate when he do it because he turns his back to you. You don't know who's coming on the backside.
That's true.
So, but then he start kind of doing. He was stepping
Hey,
up like
Romo didn't care who was coming. He was gonna make that
he
spin.
did. He was gonna spin out there. He was gonna spin it out. He was
Hey,
gonna spin it out.
That's why he in
Hey,
the
Romo
booth
had
now.
that thing perfected though.
Say what now, Debo?
Hey,
Nah, Romo had that
that's
thing
why he in the
perfected.
booth now.
Romo had that thing perfected.
He can
Romo's
do it
right.
now.
Romo had that
Good,
spin
though.
perfected.
Hey, it's like he had
knew
eyes in the back of
exactly
his
when
head
to spin.
sometimes.
He
And you
did.
wasn't gonna hit him.
He
Even if he
did.
had to spin
Now,
back 20 yards.
Whatever happened, hey,
He gonna
hey.
launch that Hail Mary.
now whatever happened after that spin, hey, whatever happened
Hey,
after
you
that
got to
spin,
ask,
now
hey,
we
you have to
can't
ask the
account
Lord.
for. He gonna
You
make
have to
that
ask the
spin.
Lord. Jesus,
He gonna get up out of there.
help
Oh.
us, Lord.
He
Help
gonna
us, Lord, please.
He used to throw some of the prettiest
He
balls
gonna
after
get
a
up
little
out of
spin,
there when
and
we
he
got
used to
that
throw
spin.
some of the ugliest goddamn balls. God dang. What you looking at?
Yeah.
Damn, Romo.
Damn, oh boy.
Damn. Yeah,
Right.
Romo's
Hey,
tough,
but getting back to Dak though, his pocket awareness has improved tremendously, and that's a big help. You know,
It
it's
has.
help. It's helping in more ways than we could even express. So that's a else to be applauded too as well.
It is.
Moving on, coming up, we got 3 straight home games with teams, well, 14 with a combined record of 29-11. That's home games. It's a good thing. 29-11, not so good thing. It's a formidable task ahead, and we can't afford to overlook anyone um, of those teams. Matter of fact, we can't afford to look anybody, period, from here on. We know the Eagles did their thing last night, thanks to Kansas City and their fallacies. But that wasn't the game last night. But anyhow, yeah,
Right.
Golly. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm about to
yeah,
say the game that Kansas City gave away.
Man, 1 or 2 plays, man. 1 or 2 plays.
man. Yo, what's the dude that let the ball go through his hands?
Scantley.
Scanlon. Yeah. Scanlon.
Now you
Yeah,
mad.
boy, that's.
Yes, damn.
Hey, I know they sent him back home on a Greyhound last night. He never made the flight.
They should have made nah. They should have made him ride the mega bus.
Right.
So,
I mean, but you know what?
I'm about to say who
The
he
short,
look like.
the short bus.
that too.
But props to Mahomes though. 'Cause I mean, at the end of the day, man, that boy be putting that thing in there, boy. Golly.
But okay, but that goes back to what I said last week. Their receivers don't scare me, and they proved it. What I said last week. They don't. They got speed, but they can't catch.
They can't catch a damn lick.
But
That
hey,
wouldn't matter. That wouldn't matter.
this is what I told somebody yesterday.
Like booty meat. What you say?
Well, I told somebody yesterday. I said, but yet they only had lost 2 games prior to yesterday.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
But, okay, now
you know how good the QB is.
But okay, did the Eagles win or did Kansas City lose?
Kansas City lost that game.
As long as Kansas City lost, ain't no thinking about
Kansas
that.
City lost their hands down.
The Eagles been winning all year, slick.
They lost it in the L column. They lost
He
it
ain't
in the
saying
L
much.
column, but they didn't. The Eagles didn't do nothing either.
That's what I'm saying. That Kansas City lost. I mean, that missed pass to what the dude, Face Scanlon, whatever dude name, and the interception that Mahomes threw. That was a ball game right there. Both those ball games right there. They lost that game. They didn't. They lost that game.
That's what I'm saying. The Eagles didn't do nothing to win it. Kansas City.
But you know what I like though? You know what I like? The Eagles are a mistake away from being disappointed.
Yep.
And it's okay with me.
They fattening up that record, boy. They climbing to the top of that hill.
Them boy got that tough little skin coming up.
Man,
the higher that mountain they climb, the
harder you won't fall.
Go ahead, Joe.
No, I was just saying they just like the Vikings last year. They went in these close one score game, and that's what's saving them. I mean, they're not playing ball, and they keep saying, "Well, we not played our best football yet." Clearly, you don't have a best football. You ain't got it in week 11. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like, even the Broncos.
Right.
We used to be like that. We had what last season, year before, we be on close games and stuff like that. We're like, it won't look right. You can tell, you can see.
Exactly.
They're winning convincingly.
Exactly.
Even against the 49ers, it just didn't look right. We're like, this ain't gonna look good.
Exactly. Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But we played the Eagles, we look a lot better, you know what I'm saying? But I think we're growing. We're growing within the season, and I think by the time we get to the playoffs, we should be ready.
I'm gonna tell you that
I think we're gonna learn all the lessons we need to learn. We're gonna grow, make all the adjustments we need to grow. The offense is gonna evolve to where it need to evolve to, and we should be ready. If we're relatively healthy, we should be straight.
That Eagles game is going to be, to me, the asterisk game of the year. Not the one coming up, but the one that we already played. Yeah. Because to me, that's the one that we kind of turned the corner on. Even though we lost it, but we lost it in a way that it was there for the taking.
I think we learned a lot from it. I think
we learned a lot. Yeah.
That game spoke volumes. That game spoke volumes about us.
It did.
That game was that game pretty much showed us how high the mountain was. We could see the cliff. Like it wasn't too high. So I'm saying, so that's what kind of game that was.
I totally agree.
Hey, I didn't even fret too much over that loss. I mean, I didn't either. You want to lose. I wasn't really that hurt over that loss. No.
I mean, of course, they had a lot of help.
Not at all.
That game too, but
that was part of the reason I wasn't that concerned.
Me too. Yeah, I'm with you, B, but I'm saying I'm with EJ too because that's why I really felt it too because of how it happened, and not because of something that we did ourselves. So that's the part I like about it.
You're right. Yeah.
Right.
Well, anyhow, gentlemen, moving into the last stage of our show today, Whiskey Wednesday. Got really good health right now, which is a great thing going into the heavy part of our schedule. We got the Washington Commanders coming up this week. What's your thoughts on this game?
The Giants just beat them, so I'm gonna just leave it at that.
But damn, segment over. Goddamn.
Oh, hey, damn. Hey, that was quick. Hey, that was quick.
Appreciate it, Joe, for wrapping that up, boy.
Well, dang, Joe, we
Right.
even get to talk about it. But yeah, we didn't get to talk about it, right?
But honestly, though, like the Giants literally just beat them, and like I just like I don't see them. I'm not gonna say it's a blowout just because the division game, Sunday game from tonight to Thursday. So I still see us winning. I'm gonna just go ahead and say I just don't see them sticking with us. I'm gonna just go 27-10.
Hey, we getting the predictions already. Go ahead, Joe.
I'm putting it out there. I'm putting it out.
Don't play with it. No, yeah,
Hey,
let them go.
man, we playing 2
Well,
days.
you know, out there. Jump on in there.
We're playing 2 days, so we got to put it out there, EJ.
Yeah, you're right.
You right, brother.
That is
Might as well,
true.
you're right.
Might as well.
Yeah,
It's
you're
like
right.
Debo. I'll at me,
True.
Debo. I'll at me, Debo.
I would like the first thing, whoever the owner is, I don't know what they got going in the front office. I like y'all for giving up Chase Young.
Magic in the board. Magic in his group. Magic Johnson. Irvin. and
Giving
them.
up, hey, giving up all y'all good D linemen. Appreciate you. Because it's gonna be sweet. So I feel like we can go back to form in terms of trying plays out. You know what I mean? Trying to get back to getting a fresh start. Don't get no slow start and try to get this thing right to where we need to be it. So if we doing predictions, I'm gonna go high. I usually don't go high, but I'm gonna say 45-10. Hey, I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Who else playing on Thanksgiving that matter?
San Fran and
The Lions.
the Lions.
That's a night game?
No, San Fran game, the night game.
Lions play before us.
Yeah.
I'm talking about to the world.
Always.
I mean, Cowboys.
Who exactly? That's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about ain't nobody trying to watch no Lions, man. Come on. I'm gonna be real.
No,
Ain't nobody
a lot of folks watching the Lions by now, bro.
Man,
The boys ain't playing.
listen.
Hold on. Let me I'm gonna tell y'all something I seen today, and I didn't even notice this. The Lions only had one quality win this year.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Thank you.
They only had, when I say only one, I mean literally only one. And that's Kansas City, the first game of the season. Go back and look at their schedule. They beat the Chargers, the Falcons, Green Bay, they'll beat Detroit. I'm sorry, Chicago. They beat, I'm telling you, go back and look at their schedule. If anybody want to talk about we haven't played anybody, but then they want to talk about we need to beat the upper echelon team. Detroit ain't beat nobody but Kansas City. When they played,
so please tell me.
Baltimore played 38-6.
How much?
38-6.
God damn.
Yeah. So go back.
So please tell me, everybody who watching this, everybody who gonna watch this, you please tell me you gonna tune in and watch all 4 quarters. But I bet you watch all 4 quarters of them Cowboys though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. You gonna watch the Cowboys. I don't care who you is. You gonna watch all 4 quarters.
That's why they put it on at 4 o'clock. They know.
It's prime time.
Yes, sir, bro.
Yeah,
prime time. I mean, how many games do we have? How many games? Go ahead, Brandon.
Lions play Packers at 12:30 on Thanksgiving.
And the Packers
Lions play Packers.
And the
Lions play Packers and 49ers play Seahawks night game.
Yeah.
All right. So again, that proves what I was saying. Who watching them other 2 games?
Football enthusiasts. That's all.
Yeah.
It's
Those
football.
division
It's
Who
games.
watch?
football on
Those all
Thanksgiving
division
Day.
games. Those all 3 division games.
Yeah.
It's
No,
football on Thanksgiving Day.
I get what you're saying.
No.
I get what you're saying.
Who watching? Who watching all 4 quarters of them games?
Oh, nobody.
Oh no, they gonna
Not
take
a
some naps.
soul.
They gonna take them naps in there now.
Oh, yeah.
They
Yes,
do
sir.
that
You gonna?
I mean, if y'all
I ain't-
think about it, most of our games was on national TV this year. That game, this past week, there's no way that should have been a prime time game. But guess what? Because of the Cowboys, it was. You know,
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
and I mean, to me, there was some better matchups on than the game with us.
Yeah.
But I mean, we are who we are. But Brandon, I'm gonna let you go ahead with your prediction.
I think they might come out a little fast on us starting out just because of the weapons they got. They do got legit weapons, for real. They got a good receiving core. Like McLaren is legit.
Fantasy.
I'm not sure. Huh? Is it
Fantasy.
fantasy? Yeah, Curtis Samuel, I'm not sure what his status is. Your
Don't
boy
call
Jordan.
his name. Don't call his name. Jahan Dotson. Trash.
Hey, I was gonna say Jordan, tight end Jordan first. I was gonna say
Oh, you talking about Thomas, Logan Thomas.
Logan Thomas. There you go.
Yeah.
Logan Thomas. I don't know why we're
Jahan
going
Dotson, trash.
They use him. He's still there. He can't stay healthy, never, but he still
Played
get
every
paid.
game this year, I think, bro. Listen,
Right.
when I go look at his stats, me and you got
Who
about
is
me.
his-
Me
who
and
is his
me and
agent?
you probably got as many catches as he do, bro.
Who is his agent?
I don't know who his agent is, but man,
Dude.
listen,
He been getting paid.
Bro.
He been in the league at least, man, it seems like 15 years.
not Jahan Dotson.
No. I'm talking about
Logan
tight end.
Thomas.
Yeah, Jordan Thomas.
Logan Thomas.
Logan Thomas. Damn, I can't get on the boy.
Yeah. He
Logan,
been-
yeah, whatever. Boy, Tom, I don't give a damn on Cowboy.
I mean,
Yeah.
he was a quarterback at first, so
Yeah, from Virginia Tech, right?
yeah, I think so. Yep.
Yeah, he had to go on him, but
Yeah, he
it was
was
good. He was good for the Redskins. He could never stay healthy. I mean,
good.
damn.
Stay healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't
But
even know that.
prediction for the game, I'll say 35-17. I think they're gonna come out. They're gonna hit us a little bit. They're gonna get an early touchdown, a couple field goals, and then
That sounds like a late game touchdown, 2 scrubs in.
yeah, there you go, like that, something like that, something goofy. But we'll be the dominance of the game. I hope we don't turn it over. Just gonna turn it over, run the ball, pass it, get CD back going again. I want my boy to keep going. But yeah, I'm good with 35-17.
Now, I wouldn't be mad if they go ahead and get this thing over and get him up out of there with that little ankle injury or whatever. So be
And
careful.
you know what? I'm good with him sitting. He can sit in the game.
Nah, I don't go that far.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far either.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
I
go
wouldn't
that
go that far.
Man,
Nah.
He still got to draw coverage.
Hey, that's that whiskey talk.
now, hey, I would sit him. No, man. Yes, that whiskey.
That's that whiskey talk. No, we can't have
Why we call it Whiskey Wednesday?
Hey,
You're right.
I'll be good. They sit him and Gallup together. I'll be good.
Oh,
Anyway, moving right along.
Yeah, see that?
Y'all got to
They sit
get
them
one
together.
of
I'll be
13
straight
in there.
veteran. Give him a veteran day. Give him a veteran
Yeah,
day.
that's probably like one message you normally get. But I'll make my prediction.
Right, ball out.
Because I got respect for the coach, even though you don't have a lot of talent, I'm gonna go with 13 for a score for them, and I'm gonna say 42 for the Cowboys. I'm gonna say two field goals and a touchdown because of McLaren. So I'm gonna give him one touchdown because of McLaren. Let's see.
Hold on,
73.
hold on now. Hold on.
Okay, all right, come on, Joe.
Are you giving him a touchdown because of the coach, or you giving him a touchdown because you need it for your fantasy team?
Valid question. Hey, valid question. The answer is all the above. The answer is all the above.
Yeah.
Hey, long as that other score is on the top ends up.
Hey, I say the
Anything
same
that happens
thing.
one of these here is great.
Yeah, I say the same thing. I don't even care about the rest.
Yeah, I need a. I don't even know. I don't even know what my fantasy team doing right now, man. I probably get my butt kicked every week, but I do change my lineup though every week.
Oh yeah.
For better or for worse. Mostly for worse.
Hey, listen, man. I won a game last night called Chris Jones. He was the only player I had. I'm playing
on defense.
Dynasty, and he was my individual defensive player. He scored 16 points last night.
Ooh, that's amazing for a defensive player.
Exactly.
Boy, D lineman at that.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He's that special though.
He had two tackles, 2 quarterback hits, and something else he had. It was tackle for loss.
Yeah.
Hey man, just trying to show you deserve his money. That's all.
I don't even know why they. I don't know why they even concentrate.
Good money for Chris Jones.
Right.
Yeah, they play right.
I don't even know why they concentrate. You should play that man.
Whatever you want. Whatever you want.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Take wife and kids too. All right, that Brandon, I'm gonna take us on out, brother. Yeah.
Well, hey, we thank all y'all, man. Joe, appreciate you joining us again, man, on Whiskey Wednesday.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, bro.
No problem, man. I love it, man.
Yeah, we love having you, man. But
hey, if I can add a public service announcement to the men that's watching, make sure you guys get your prostates checked. I mean, that's a big killer of our people. No matter what race, color, creed, or gender, you got to make sure that you get those prostate checks. It's no joke. It's taking people out of here. So that's just a public service health announcement.
Hell, just go to the doctor, period. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I second what EJ is saying, because one of the guys I went to high school with, he went and got his checked, and sure enough he had some polyps, and he'd have about a foot of his intestine removed a couple weeks ago. So he good and everything, but he said basically saying the same thing EJ saying, and he's 47. So
never know.
So you just never know. So I totally agree with you or whatever. So
people a lot younger than us, man. They getting diagnosed every day, bro. They dying every day. You know what I'm saying? So it's something to take in serious consideration.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah, sure. But appreciate everybody, man. Please like, subscribe, man, comment, man. Talk to us. Let us know what you want to see, man. But until next time, man, we appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good Thanksgiving. Love y'all. Appreciate it. Until next time.
We out.
Good ass session, fellas. Good ass.